What's going on, YouTube? I'm here with TradeUI, showing you how you can use their option flow filtering system as well as other functions to help give yourself a trading edge. Today, we're actually going to talk about the difference between option sweeps and option blocks. So, options. Let's start off with option sweeps. When you have an option sweep, that is a aggressive order filled across multiple exchanges and more likely to be a directional bet on any kind of underlying stock. So you have someone who's aggressive on a certain stock, but they want to buy options to trade and go with the momentum. So what they do is they'll aggressively get those option contracts filled. It'll be a larger order of option contracts to get aggressively filled, and they'll use it across multiple exchanges because usually the single exchange at that instant doesn't have enough option contracts available for the actual transaction. So you'll see the same order hit across multiple exchanges to actually make sure that that trader gets the order filled. And next, you're going to have actual option blocks. And this is when someone has a serious amount of money and you'll see a large option order getting filled all at once. They often do get split across different exchanges. However, when they do get split, they become sweeps. And there'll be a lot of smaller sweeps. So you could either look at three small sweeps that all got traded at the same time, could be the equivalent of an actual block trade. So both of these are very beneficial pieces of information that you can use to give yourself a trading edge. And what you can do is, usually when you see multiple sweeps on a certain stock, you'll actually be able to indicate a certain direction or momentum, to whereas if you're looking at one block trade on the stock, you're probably seeing that somebody out there is making one big bet. So in a block trade, you could use that as saying, hey, what is this person thinking on where this is going and why? Whereas you see a lot of sweeps adding up, you're like, okay, a lot of people know what's going on here, so I really need to see what's going on so I can get in on this too. So on TradeUI's service, let's actually look at the type trades and kind of go through and see what we can find. So I actually have my filter set to 100,000 minimum premium, and I'm looking at Ask right now. So a lot of options contracts come up, and one I see right off the bat down here, I like CF Industries right here. It's at $106 on the spot. They have the $120 strike with 47 days till expiration. It's a good $500,000 contract, 12% out the money, and this is a sweep. So what we'll do now, let's look at CF itself and see. So that was the only contract that got filled that day. So this is not just the best example to look at, so I'm going to go back to my watch list and see what else we can look at. And what I can do, I can look up here at my top flow, and I can see who had the most action throughout the day to help give myself a better bet. If I want to, I'm going to change my underline just to stocks, because I like focusing on stocks, not necessarily the index funds. All right, so let's look at, is this CI? Yeah, let's look at CI real quick. Okay, look at here. So CI, right off the gate, we had a 290, 138 days till expiration, option sweep for 600,000, out the money at 0.5%. But this was considered a sweep because at the aggressiveness it got filled, whereas you have two other smaller positions, which are two block trades. So these are two independent trades that got filled throughout the day. As you see, one was at 1040, one was 1130. So these are two independent people who happened to buy the exact same call setup, or this could have been the same trader that bought at one point in the day, and he's like, okay, and I'm gonna wait to this point in the day and bought again. I looked at the chart on this one to see what happens, but this can give you a good idea that who's ever on CI, they're bullish about the continuation of this stock over the course of the next 138 days. But let's keep looking and see what else we can find. Let's see. So something we also can do is we can actually reduce our minimum premium. And let's see what actually filters down and see if we can get a lot of sweeps coming up. So DVN, there's a lot of sweeps out here. You got 23 calls, you got one put. So let's look at this one. Now, a lot of these are smaller, it looks like, but we can go ahead and see that you had a lot of sweeps coming in, a couple of blocks coming in throughout the day. Usually blocks are going to indicate if sentiment is bullish or bearish. For example, you got an out the money block trade right here, and this one's bullish, all right, because it's out the money, 26 days to expiration, and they're betting on the upside, so therefore the sentiment's bullish. So this was one trader that got their fill in. This block trade right here is another trader that got their fill in. It looks like a minute after. And as you can see right here, these sweeps right through here, These are different traders that had to break up their trade throughout the other exchanges to make sure that they got in because they were so aggressive on getting in on DVN that they made sure that they bought at the Chicago, the New York Stock Exchange, anywhere that DVN is actually selling contracts. That's where their trades got executed. So, long story short, remember a block trade, that's one stock. So, say they bought this trade through the New York Stock Exchange. They could have bought this one through the Chicago Stock Exchange. This one right here, they had to buy through multiple exchanges to make sure they got it filled. So the difference between a sweep and a block is how many exchanges is used to actually fill those positions. They both have the same idea of being bullish or bearish. Just read the flow, read the contracts they're buying. How many of those contracts are getting bought throughout the day? How many sweeps are coming through? How many blocks are coming through? How big is the premium on these blocks? If they're small little 20, 30,000 plays, you're not really worried about it. However, if it's like a $500,000 position, somebody's betting a lot of money on some contracts that a certain stock's going to move a certain direction. So these are tools that you can use. Understanding how to read the type of trade that's coming in can really benefit your trading game and help give yourself an edge. If you want more good information that we have about TradeUI and reading option flow, please continue to check out other videos we have on our YouTube channel. We also have a Discord that you can sign up for and then become part of the trading community. We have a great group of guys who like to really help and educate people. I'm going to go ahead and drop a link in the description below that gives you a discount code for actual TradeUI site. It gives you 10% off. If you buy the year subscription, you actually get a bigger discount too added on there. So really take advantage of that. But at least check out the Discord. We do have some free functions on the Discord you can check out. And we have a premium Discord where it actually populates the option flow. But if you want to get the most bang for your buck, you really need to go ahead and sign up for TradeUI. Do the trial. See if you like it. See if it's making you a better trader. And if it's not, talk to us. Let's see what we can do to make it better, or at least make you a better trader and make sure that you understand how to use the system. But guys, that's all I got today. Today is Sunday, and I hope y'all have an amazing rest of y'all's weekend. It looks like Labor Day weekend's tomorrow. So enjoy y'all's Labor Day weekend. Take care.